All right. So Fox and Disney are married, and it's only a matter of time before we become the United States of Mickey Mouse. All hail Disney.
Okay, name your favorite dinosaur.
Velociraptor.
All right. If you were a chick, who's the one guy you would sleep with?
John Stamos.
What? Did we just become best friends?
What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 20 of Did We Just Become Best Friends podcast, where we talk about sports, video games, movies, and whatever else is trending in the world. You can find us on all social media platforms at Did We Just Become Best Friends podcast or DWJBBF podcast. You can also call or text us at 872-225-2404. And if you leave a good enough message, you might hear yourself on the next episode. And we always appreciate kind reviews on Apple Podcasts, along with those subscriptions and any kind comments on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that sub button on YouTube and that follow button on Twitch with that little bell notification so you don't miss any new episodes. Ding. And my name is Anthony, and was it Mouseketeer? What were the things back then? Mouseketeers?
Mouseketeers, yes. And then when people get older, they're called Musketeers, I guess. I don't know. Or people who leave their children behind in fancy restaurants, or the just crazy females go bald. You know, something like that.
Yeah.
It's a big news. Big news.
Yeah. So
huge.
This episode
huge.
Yeah, it is massive, especially in the media world. Fox and Disney, we knew it was coming. It finally came, and it is just a big FU over everyone's face. And man, oh man, it's massive, dude. You're talking about like crazy amounts of money. So I think on CNET and on BBC, $71.3 billion is one of the largest media mergers ever. That's crazy.
It's funny because we were just talking about how much Mike Trout was making a minute.
Yeah.
Which was $98,000 a day, actually. $98,000 a day. And imagine how much money they're making a day. I mean, there's no years. This is like long term. Yeah. So it's like for the next 30 years, I guess.
I mean, yeah, if what he's making, I think we said Mike Trout was making 430, 330 million for like within the next 15 years or whatever.
Yeah, 13 years. Yeah.
This is like owning the NFL and MLB together. You know, it's like, I mean,
wait a minute. Doesn't Disney own Anaheim Angels
and the Mighty Ducks?
What the hell, Disney? It's a matter. I mean, what's next? An NFL team? Why not?
What would Disney's NFL team be called? Now that they own everything and they can just like slap the Hulk on the side of their helmets. The Avengers?
I don't know. I don't know. Milwaukee Moose Knuckles.
Yeah. You think they're gonna be Milwaukee?
No, I don't think so.
Way. It would be Anaheim.
Somewhere nice and sunny.
Yep.
Like the Sharks. No, well, something. Stingrays.
Yeah. So we'll talk a few things. First thing we'll talk about is how much does Disney own now, and it is insane. And so we'll talk about what Disney owns before the merger, and we'll do a quick rundown of what they're getting from Fox, from 21st Century Fox. So, I mean, can you imagine it? So wait. So before we start anything, I have a question. Is Lisa a Disney princess now?
Is Lisa a Disney princess?
Lisa Simpson. Is Lisa Simpson a Disney princess now?
I don't think so. She's been through a lot.
I mean, as soon as we probably
Princess Lisa.
Yeah, as soon as we got Disney, as soon as Disney got Star Wars, Princess Leia is like, oh, she's a legit Disney princess now, you know. So
it's just a matter of time to make her into a cartoon, and then throw her out there with Ralph Wrecks the Internet. I don't know if you've seen that.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, you know that.
I had issues with the movie, but it was that scene was awesome with the Disney princesses.
Yeah, it was.
That was a really awesome.
I kept watching it not only because Abala wanted to, but because I was reading her shirts, and each shirt correlates the princess. Like Cinderella had the one with the carrot just says G2G, which means gotta go.
Oh yeah.
You know. And then Moana had hashtag shiny and had the crab.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. That one was definitely one of my favorite moments. And then when they talk about the what's her name? The Brave, the Irish chick.
Yes.
And they're like,
she's from the different studio.
She is from the different studio, from the other studio.
The other studio.
That was awesome. But Jason Mantzoukas, I can never pronounce his name. He plays Ralphie from The League. If you ever watched The League,
right.
Or any of the viewers, he has the big beard and everything. He had a little part in Ralph Breaks the Internet, where all the fans are asking the Star Wars questions. I think it was Star Wars questions, but they're all answers, and he's there.
He was the first one, wasn't he?
Yeah, and like he says like one of his the things he's like known for. I forgot what it was, but oh man, it's just awesome. He is hands down one of my favorite actors on TV. Like Ralphie was like the best. He's on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and he's like a police version of Ralphie. Like he's on Big Mouth. I don't know if you ever watched Big Mouth on Netflix.
No.
Oh, it's like about like kids going through puberty, and he's on it, and it's the best. Oh, that one's so good. Yeah, he pops up in everything. He's in The Good Place. Ooh.
The Good Place.
Yeah.
Is he that guy that
Brave Princess is Merida.
What was his name?
No, that was the Brave Princess is Merida.
You said Ralphie?
Yeah, Ralphie. The weird brother-in-law.
Ralphie May?
No, that was his character in The League, Ralphie. His name is Jason Mantzoukas.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the one that was like the weird brother. Yeah, that was. He was in Ralph Breaks the Internet. I was like, and I was like the only one. I'm like, oh, that's it. And everyone's like, hey, what? Like, oh, you don't get the joke.
Yeah, that's the funny one.
There was a lot of the weird funny one.
Yeah, or the little where he's like, just look at his eyes or just look at his face because he needed to see somebody's face when he ejaculates or something.
Yeah. Stare.
Just look at his face.
Well, now that's owned by Disney now. Because The League was a FX show.
Yeah. Last one say, oh, hello. You get it? Yeah, okay.
That one wasn't on me. That was on you.
No, that was me.
All right.
Bad.
So we'll talk about everything they owned so far. So Disney, before the merger, owns obviously Pixar, right? Marvel, they got a few years ago. Lucasfilm, Star Wars,
and Disney animations. DreamWorks.
All the Disney animations and DreamWorks.
Right.
So that's just the studios. So they have the parks and resorts, Disney World Resorts, Disneyland in Paris, and Disneyland Inc. And then all the other Disneylands across the world. So this one I was kind of surprised. So the TV media, they own Viceland, and I was like, what? Like I was kind of like, I didn't know that. They own Viceland. They own 10% of Vice. They own Marvel Entertainment. They own 30% of Hulu. This is before the merger. They own 80% of ESPN, 50% of A&E, the cable channel, ABC News and Radio, and ABC Entertainment. And then when it comes to consumer products, they own the Muppet Studios, StarWars.com, Marvel Press, Maker Studio, which is like a YouTuber thing that if you're not into YouTube, PewDiePie was a big in with Maker and with Disney, and that he got fired after he said the N-word. But Maker is like a YouTube kind of thing, and ESPN Books. So yeah, that's a lot. Before, and that's before they got Fox. That's before they got Fox. So
well, I
Yeah, you want me to do a quick rundown of what they're getting from Fox?
Oh,
So
what? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, so the
Eat
film,
your heart out
yeah.
like trout.
Yeah. So before that they were worth $95.7 billion. Like before the merger, that's their total assets. So now with Fox, they own 20th Century Fox, Fox Studios Australia. They own all of Hulu, right? National Geographic, excuse me.
National Geographic, really?
Yeah. So cable networking program, they have Tata Sky. I have no TATA Sky. I have no idea. Star TV, Sky Pick, Lap TV, and Amstrad. Not sure what that one is. They also own Fox International, Fox Networks, Fox television stations, and National Geographic channels on TV. The only thing they're not getting from Fox is Fox Sports Media, Fox News, and Fox Business. So that's the only thing that Fox keeps. So you're talking about everything, Family Guy is Disney now, Futurama, Simpsons, King of the Hill. I mean, shit. I mean, King of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
Yeah. And Bobby Hill should be like a Disney prince.
Or princess.
Or princess, maybe.
Yeah, I think Lisa would be more Bobby Hill and Lisa getting married.
That'd be weird.
I wonder who wear the pants in that family.
Yeah. So, yeah. They own Hulu now. Disney owns, like, as of, I believe, 2 days ago. That's it.
Weren't they going to do something? Wasn't Disney supposed to, like, start something and charge, like, their own, instead of Netflix, they're going to pull all, right, exactly. Yep. They're going to pull all Disney films from Netflix and start their own.
Yeah.
And then you have to pay, subscribe, whatever.
Yeah, it's gonna be, well, DC has their own version. It's called DC Universe, I believe, and you pay a monthly, or you pay a yearly, I believe, subscription, and you get like everything ever made DC. So watch all the old Batmans, all the old Supermans from the 90s, all the old movies. They recently remastered the Shazam from like the 70s, which is awesome. So Marvel or Disney is doing that too. It's called Disney Plus, and that is supposed to launch, I believe, sometime at the end of this year. And I mean, they can throw everything on there. It's like, you want to watch all 30 seasons, 35 seasons of Simpsons? Boom, they could. I don't think they will, but they could.
So Disney owned 60% of Hulu, or used to own, and the other 40 was Fox.
Well, Disney owned 30% of Hulu. 30% of Hulu, and then Fox owns Hulu. Now,
okay, so now it's under 100%.
Disney owns it all, man.
Disney owns it all.
Yeah. If not, they're the majority, shareholder or majority holder, charge of it. Yeah. So. Yeah.
So are they gonna add new rides, like
possibly
Homer Simpson chasing Bart experience down the, how he always chokes him?
Yeah.
Like, oh, look behind you, Homer Simpson's chasing you.
Yeah.
And you see him just like this.
Yeah.
For the real experience, and put these gloves on your neck. Yeah. Let's see what happens.
So one thing, Disney tries to trademark a bunch of crap. One thing they try trademarking, well, because you said, like, as soon as they get something, they're like, it's ours now, And when Coco came out,
they want to Cinco de Mayo?
No.
Was it?
That would be awesome. That? They wanted Day of the Dead.
Thank you.
They wanted to trademark Day of the Dead, and that upset a lot of people. They're like, hey, this isn't like some like random little like holiday. Like, it's like trying to take Christmas or Thanksgiving. It's too big. And I was like, that's crazy. And luckily they backed off of that because they're not stupid. They're like, oh, we're getting a little too much heat from this one. Let's pull away. Yeah, man, that was like, ooh, That was crazy that they tried doing that. But I don't know. I mean, they might. They said as soon as they got it, they everything got finalized. They were gonna hit the ground running. It was just like nonstop.
So hold on to your wallets because I'm sure subscriptions are going to go up soon
What's that?
on everything. Everything that, if Hulu, anything that they own. Because as far as I know, everything that Disney touches, everything gets more expensive.
Yeah, throughout the stuff, but also Disney like they like. So here's like one of the good and the bad is like
Mm-hmm.
they know how to make awesome things. There when the first time Erica took me to Disney and I was expecting um Great America on steroids and it wasn't. It was so completely different. As soon as you pull in, the parking was like boom, you park right here. Here's a tram if you want to like get like a shuttle to the front or you can walk. I mean everything was just perfect, dude. And it's insane like how well oiled that machine is. And I was like, damn, like they know how to do it, and I was like,
Right.
is it worth the money? Maybe, but like I can't go back to Six Flags anymore. Like last time I went to Six Flags, seriously, I was just like, this sucks. Why am I waiting like 50 minutes for a little ride? And then there they give you free skip the line passes, because and that's another thing, they know how to separate people so everyone's not going to one ride. So they give you free skip the line passes, and it's free. It's part of the mission. You get 3 you can pick off right off the bat, and after you go through those 3, you can go to a kiosk and pick another one. And I was like, they know how to keep the park like moving so like fluid, And that was one thing I was like so surprised. I was like, oh, this is gonna be bonkers, and it was flawless, dude. Like near flawless. Everything was just like legit perfect, and they aim for that stuff, But tickets were not cheap, and then the food wasn't expensive. I was surprised, but all their merchandise was crazy expensive. So
Well, yeah, I'm kind of sure there was.
Yeah.
I mean, we're actually might be going in May.
Yeah.
To take bells. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's Magic Kingdom. Although that's my favorite. We've been there twice already, and it's and I'm not even exaggerating when it's like perfect, dude. It's like insane. I know it's weird from like a 30-year-old guy talking about it.
Right.
Someone said Luigi says Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That was crazy. Yeah, man. So now the biggest thing is as soon as it happened, I know you were telling me about it. So they said they're projecting 4,000 to 10,000 jobs being lost.
4,000 to 10,000.
Yeah.
I bet it's probably the little people are gonna probably lose their jobs.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Somebody said, let me see.
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, you have boards. Are they gonna merge? The board members from Fox, board members from.
I don't know. Because that was like one of the last things that happened was paying off all the shareholders. The shareholders had to be satisfied with what was going on. And I think that was the last thing. I think it was a different country, like shareholders in Brazil or something crazy for Fox, like had to give the okay. I don't know if they just get paid out or I'm not sure how all that like crazy Wall Street, marketing crazy stuff works. But yeah, no, all these people are like the little people. So here's one quote from a Fox employee, obviously unnamed. He goes, "Today I hate everyone." Right? He goes, "I hate Disney for buying Fox. I hate Fox for selling, and I hate the politicians for allowing it to happen." So that was one Fox nervous employee. It says that he's worried about his job.
I mean, it sucks. I mean, it really sucks. I mean, I feel for them.
Yeah.
I'm going through somewhat of a similar transition as we speak, with Caterpillar, but it really does suck. I hope they are being compensated, just like when back in the day, one company bought out the owner of the company I was used to be working on. We all got compensated for that. You know, I just hope they're all taken care of, because losing a job really sucks, because you're messing with people's livelihood.
Yeah.
Especially with people that live, you know, check by check, week by week.
Yeah.
You know, they're the unfortunate ones that can't really save, and when they do save, something happens and they have to spend their savings and they're back at zero.
Oh.
I really do feel for them. I just hope I wish them the best.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's kind of suck, but like also like if you think like even if it's at 10,000 out of what? I want to know how many Fox employees are there compared to, like, they're saying 10,000 people. Then I mean, it sucks for if you are one of those 10,000 people, but also is 10,000 less than 1% of the company? You know, it's like I want to know like percentage, like how much of that company is going to be out of a job, you know? Because like saying 10,000, yeah, that sucks, you know. But is that how much of the the company? If the company is only 12,000, then yeah, that's a big difference, you know. But if it's like 100 million, people, it's also like showbiz though, you know. Tomorrow's not guaranteed type of thing.
Well, I mean, okay, if you put it in that aspect, I'm sure people who work in Hulu and people who work in Netflix, I'm sure they're not really be affected, because Disney's not gonna bring their own people in to take over their spots.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
I'm seeing more people in the Fox studios, in Fox Central Command Broad Center, the big buildings, and I'm thinking people there.
Yeah.
Because if they're gonna buy them out, there's no need for that building unless they change the name of it, change their shirts, the name on the shirts, and say, "Hey, you work for us now. This is what you have to do."
Yeah.
You know, and then, I mean, it's just horrible. I mean, it's good, I guess, in a way. I guess Disney's really monopolizing the shit out of it.
Yeah, then and that becomes another problem. Is like Disney owns everything now, man. Disney owns so much of movies. Like if you look at it now, there's multiple Disney owned movies coming out every month. And that's insane. So when you like what do you do for like the little guys? It's like they have to struggle, to compete with Disney, which is just impossible.
Right.
But I guess the big problem is where is it? So it said people are panicking, and rightfully so, because no one is telling them anything. So people are freaking out because like that's the worst, because if no one says anything, you kind of assume the worst, and that's kind of how it usually happens.
Well, once again, I've been there when Sprint bought out US Cellular. We got word that they got bought out, but that was it. They never ever told us what deed. They never ever told us what's going to happen. All they said was, "Hey, any customer comes in here, you send them to Sprint."
Yeah,
I was really against Sprint due to the fact that the prices are outrageous. The service wasn't that good. So instead of me doing that, I say, "Hey, why go with them? Go to Verizon, go to T-Mobile. They always competed against us. We had similar plans. Go with them."
Yeah.
And people did listen to me because, I represented the brand. So, yeah, it sucks. It wasn't until like 2 weeks later. Well, not 2 weeks later. Like we worked like that for months. Mm-hmm. It's like if it's your loved one is dying, but you don't know exactly when to pull the plug.
Yeah.
And once you pull the plug, you know exactly when they're gonna die. It's the same thing with this. It wasn't until like months later they told us, "Hey, in 2 weeks we're done. These doors are closed. No more." So at that point, we're all just did whatever we had to do.
Yeah, I know. My mom she wasn't getting bought out. I don't think they were, but she was in a smaller company that was going through ending its run as a company. So yeah, man. So a lot of Fox people are just like frustrated and upset. Like we don't know what's gonna happen,
right?
So here's one person said, "I'm honestly angry, shocked, and really, really hurt. As a lifetime fan of all things Disney, this is difficult for me to say, but I think the shattering of Fox 2000 is going to go down as one big mistake the mouse has made in an otherwise flawless strategy, says Martin Bowen, producer of Fox 2000 titles like Fault in Our Stars and Love, Simon. So yeah, I mean, producers are getting let go. You know, I mean, it's some big guys too. It's not all the little people. I'm going through this. Yeah.
I mean, if Fox was smart, they would say, look, if you want this to go through, make sure whoever you cut, take care of them. You know?
I mean, that's the wishful thinking, but a business is a business, you know? It's like, oh, yeah, you know, give me all the money and do whatever the hell you want to do.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's also that aspect of it, too.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Sorry, guys, that sucks.
Yeah.
Disney, you sons of bitches, you better make some really good movies.
So
more Easter eggs. I love those.
Which is perfect because that leads into like another topic is one of the big things that people are super excited about is Marvel's babies. The X-Men and the Fantastic Four are coming home to the MCU. And so there's a YouTuber I watched and he's like, he goes, oh, all the toys I used to play with as a kid can all play together on a movie. Like, yes, I'm excited. I'm like, yes, I'm like, yeah, that's true. You know?
Are we gonna actually see a crossover now from Deadpool to Wolverine? Is Wolverine gonna team up with Captain America to beat Thanos? I mean,
no, not Thanos.
Well, I'm sure not Thanos. That's too late. That's already written.
Yeah, that's already done.
We're counting down the weeks to see that Sunday.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. Every day I check to see if tickets are on sale. Like, and that's some like damn it, Disney, you're so good at making crap. But yeah, they're all coming home. Like, but they said you're probably not going to see a Fantastic Four or X-Men until about 2021. You got roughly 2 years before you see, you know, any of the big heads on TV.
Oh, jeez.
You know, which is still not bad, but they said they couldn't mention mutants or anything.
I can see them redoing everybody. You know, a Storm and Wolverine and all that good stuff. Professor X.
Yeah. They're not going to keep all the actors that are from Fox. I think they're going to want to separate and do their own thing and start fresh. You know, but yeah, I mean that's the big thing. You have all the fanboys are like, yeah, X-Men and Avengers. You know, at the cost of selling my soul to the Disney devil. You know, it's like.
So what, the devil himself is gonna have Mickey Mouse ears?
At this point, I won't be surprised, dude, because isn't like the devil's supposed to be blissful, like ignorant, blissful and stuff? It's like, and you go to Disney, man, you forget like your wallet's gonna just open and the money's gonna fly out like they do in cartoons. Because it's just like, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want this. It was like, oh, you want something too? Like, it was like, yeah, it's insane. I mean, I wasn't even that big of like a Disney fanboy until I went to Disney the first time, and then now it's just like I follow a Disney vlogger on YouTube. You know, like I see all the things that are happening. Like in next year, 2020, me, you know, my sister, my mom, Erica, you know, we all have like a family planned trip that we're gonna go, you know, to Florida and Disney World, you know, in probably like October of next year ish. You know,
nice.
So I mean, yeah, I mean, like I'm like, love Disney, but man, they own everything.
Of course, it's a matter of time we're gonna have Disney shoes. They haven't, which they haven't paid us.
Yeah, I was gonna say they probably already do for kids.
Yes, they do. But pretty soon it's gonna transpire into. I can see you walking around in incredible Nike sneakers. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, I'll rock some Black Panther ones.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, now they own Avatar, you know, and then Disney World, I believe in Animal Kingdom, they have Avatar World, you know, in Magic Kingdom, which is pretty sick. If you ever looked it up, like there's floating islands, legit floating islands. at Disney World. Yeah, it's really cool.
Floating islands.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you can see like it's held up by vines and stuff, but it looks. I'm like, wow, it looks like straight out of the movie. You know, it's pretty cool.
Well, I can't wait.
Yeah.
In what was this? Disney World.
Disney World, Animal Kingdom.
Disney World, Animal Kingdom.
Yep. What else? That Bohemian Rhapsody it belongs to Disney now. You know, The Martian, The Favorite. Those are all Fox movies. You know, The Post.
The Martian, the
Alien.
Favorite. Okay, the
You know.
Favorite. They can keep the Favorite.
I like that movie. It was good. I enjoyed
They
it.
can keep that.
I enjoyed it.
They can throw oranges at any fat fuck anytime they want. I don't know. They can keep that.
I like it.
No, I'd rather see dog shit get run over by a tire
Dog,
than
get out of here with that, man. Oh yeah, talking about movies that we didn't agree on. Well, we kind of agreed on Captain Marvel.
Mhm.
You just thought it was better than what I thought. But
I saw it twice.
yeah,
Yes.
but like more like to the point where like it's not made for like snooty a-hole white guys. You know, they're like, oh, she hates white men. It's not made for them. You know. So one of Erica's friends has a little daughter, that went to go see it, and she just like loved it. I'm like, that's who the movie was made for. It was made
Right.
for a little girl. You know, it was made. I mean, it's not like being a grown person or a grown man or woman that you can't enjoy the film, but it's geared towards, you know, like a little girl. But like, hey, you are strong, you are powerful, and all that. You know, you could do whatever you want. And she's like, you know, half black on top of that. So like seeing like, you know, I forgot what her name, but her best friend. You know how badass she was too in it. You know? So,
Rambo. I believe
yeah,
her name
Rambo.
was
There you go. Yep. You know, like, and that was cool. You know, it's like her being able to see like, you know, a powerful, you know, female character. She was just like from what Erica told me, it was like she was saying it was just like the greatest movie ever to her. Like it should be, because it was made to make little girls feel like that. It was made, you know, like I can do anything, can't hold me back and stuff. So,
Right, and I strongly agree. How old was her daughter, if you don't mind me asking?
don't know how. I know she's not like a teenager, but
Mhm.
yeah, she's pretty young.
Maybe like 5 to 10, maybe, I guess.
I was
Because I can't.
maybe a little bit older than that, or maybe like, I mean, let's say like 8 to 10. I think.
Okay, well, see, I can't wait for Bella to get that. Or well, I could
Yeah.
wait because I'm loving the way she is.
Yeah.
But I mean, when she gets to that age, that's a movie that I do want to show her. And it's like, look,
Yeah.
you know, look, Mia, you could do anything. No matter how many negativity people give you, you could get up and still go. You know, make your fists glow and punch somebody in the nose for talking crap to you or something like that.
Yeah.
But and actually, her cousin, she's 10 now. She saw it and she loved it.
Oh yeah.
She got them. Yeah, she saw the movie. She got the message, and she's like, you know, I'm strong. I can do anything I want to do.
Yeah.
And that's basically what's, like you said, it was aimed for.
Yeah.
And it's a great movie for little girls like that.
Yeah. Big time. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, for that reason alone, like I can't hate the movie. You know,
I'm right.
you know, I mean, it wasn't a bad movie. Like I said, you know, it wasn't like this great Marvel film that we're kind of used to, in my opinion. But you know, I mean, numbers say a different. You know, numbers are one of the best Marvel movies to come out. But yeah, I mean, it was a good movie, and you know, for that reason, for you know, little girls, just like it was amazing. You know, like cool, and then it was done correctly. You know, for what it was
Right.
meant to do.
Right. It was. I mean, it. I don't know, man. So far, the movie grossed 834 million.
Yeah. Oh,
So I mean, it reached a lot of people.
oh yeah.
You know.
Last time I
Um,
saw it, it was like in the 750 ish. You know, and that was
Yeah.
like
Yeah. I
week
I
ago,
just looked
maybe?
it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just looked it up right now. Avengers Infinity War 205 billion.
Yeah.
And then after that is Aquaman 943 million.
Yeah, Aquaman. Well, Aquaman did good in Japan.
Oh, okay.
It did good in Japan and like in China and stuff like that. Like, yeah, like worldwide, like it was bonkers. In America, it wasn't that great.
No.
That was a good movie. I enjoyed it. It was kind of stupid, but I mean, it was a fun watch. You know.
Right. So, what are they gonna do with Shazam now? Because wasn't Shazam supposed to be the original Captain Marvel? I believe it was.
Mm-hmm. Well, his name was Captain Marvel until they lost the rights to Captain Marvel. So now that that character is just goes by Shazam now. I mean, that's it. I mean, he doesn't go by Captain Marvel anymore. Yeah. But which I want to see that movie, and it's not that's like one of the only movies that's not a Disney movie coming out. Shazam. Yeah, everyone's saying it's pretty good. Everyone's saying it's pretty good. They said one person said it was the funniest superhero movie ever to come out. And I was like, really? Wow. Okay. They said it was funny. It was very it played on itself, which I thought was pretty funny. They said it was a good superhero movie and a better family drama movie. So I guess there's a lot of like family drama because all the kids are adopted.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, in the comic book, they all become, a Captain Marvel, and it's like the Marvel family or the Shazam family.
Now, I heard that in Shazam, that was actual his body.
No, it's not. I was watching a podcast with him on, and he's like, no, that's way jacked. That's like super jacked. And you could tell,
Right.
like, his neck and his head is still tiny, and with those massive arms, like, no.
Right.
Yeah.
That I've heard that. That's why I never really looked at it. Yeah, I don't know. With the costume, it looked weird, but I don't know if that was really his body.
No, that was fake. They said once he got the job, he only had, I believe, like 3 weeks to get fitted for the costume, because like that's how close they got it between like finding the perfect Shazam guy. So like he had only a few weeks to like get all measured and for them to finalize the costume to fit him perfectly. But yeah, that's all. I mean, I thought it was a pretty cool looking costume. It's a little like goofy looking, but also like Shazam is a goofy kind of character anyway, so I'm like, I don't mind it. Now if they do that to The Rock, because The Rock is signed, which is weird. He signed on like 2 years ago to play Black Adam, and Black Adam is like the arch rival of the arch nemesis of Shazam.
Right.
Which he's not going to be in this movie, which kind of sucks. he's slated to have his own movie, but like The Rock as a superhero and as an evil villain superhero or super villain, whatever. Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock knows how to play a bad guy really good, and people forget about that. He knows. And he's massive. That guy was. Have you ever seen? Oh man, what's that movie with him and Marky Mark and the Falcon, where they're like weightlifters? And it was like based on like a true story. I can't think of the name.
Something grind. Oh man, let me look it up. I know what exactly you're talking about. Mark Wahlberg, right?
Yeah. Pain and Gain.
Pain and Gain, yes.
He plays like a cracked up like steroid using like bodybuilder, and it's hilarious, dude. That movie was so good, I thought. Like it was really, really something very different than I expected from the trailer. Yeah.
Well, not to get off topic or subject, but another movie was the one with Denzel Washington, John Travolta. They all dressed up like cross-dressers. And Denzel, wait, no, was it Denzel? No. Wesley Snipes. It was Wesley Snipes. They're dressed up as women. Who? Yeah, it was something like that. But I don't know, man. It was a movie like that.
Oh, right here. Um, with Patrick Swayze.
Yes, Patrick Swayze, John Leguizamo, and Wesley Snipes. Yes.
Oh man, what the hell?
I mean, that was a weird one. I mean, I like all of them. You know,
Yeah.
you got Blade with Dirty Dancing and a comedian. That's like a joke itself. You know, they all went to a bar.
Yeah. Wesley Snipes, Patrick Swayze, and John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
Oh, what? This is John Travolta and John Leguizamo.
See, I thought,
You've never seen
yeah.
them before. This is Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything.
Tu Wong Fu.
I don't know. That's what.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Is it? I never seen this movie. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, you're talking about that one. Yes.
Yeah, I was like, what? I've never seen that. It's crazy.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Wong Fu.
So,
thanks for everything.
Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I never seen.
I'm telling you, man.
But
that's a good cast, but just wrong type of movie.
Why can't I exit out? Got you blocked.
Oh, hey, there. I got the.
Yeah, once an episode.
I get blocked.
Yeah.
What was that? I saw a booty shot. Who
Yeah,
was
that was I don't know, John Leguizamo or Patrick Swayze.
I got a nice shot of my face. That's pretty remarkable.
A drag queen.
Talk about a whole new high for me. That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah, the Disney's owning the world. It's a little it's scary, man. It's scary, but it's also exciting. Like if you're just a consumer that doesn't care about anything else, you're probably excited because you're gonna get some really awesome content, coming in the next like 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
But if like you're worried about like movie theaters and movies in general, then you might be a little worried because you go into the movie and there's like a 70% chance you're gonna see a Disney movie. It's like that's rough. That's kind of like makes you think a little bit.
Not only that, it's gonna be okay. So the way I look at it, all movies have ups and downs, and you got this type of movie and that type of movie. Now I'm thinking with Disney, it's gonna be almost the same. Almost Black Panther, Lion King kind of ish. The same storyline, different people, different characters, but it's almost the same storyline.
Yeah.
And if it gets to that point, I'm done.
I know they're getting rid of 20th Century Fox, like altogether. Like that's just not going to be a studio anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if they make another name, if they just like, here's blah blah blah, and then that studio does the raunchy stuff because it doesn't have the Disney name, because people know Marvel has like a kind of like you said, like that plateau, like that they can't go too crazy, and they can't like suck at it,
Right.
Same thing with Disney films. Obviously, they're not going to go like anything crazier than Mufasa dying, like right. You're not going to see anything more than that. So they might make another studio just for all their rated R naughty adult movies,
Yes.
Which because I'm like, because that's a whole market that they're not going to tap, and
right.
they might not market it like crazy because you can't sell the toys and sell the T-shirts and get all your kids, because the kids are the money makers. Once you sell it on the kids, that's it. Like you gotta buy the TV, you gotta buy the buy all the crap for it. It's the shirts and the movies and all the side movies. And I mean, look at Lilo and Stitch. I mean, how much Lilo and Stitch crap is there? And it was just one movie, and then they made like 2 sequels that like no one ever knows, but from the one movie, they banked.
Lilo and Stitch was a very good movie.
Yeah.
I enjoy that movie a lot, actually. Like, and there's it's part of Disney. Plus, they even mentioned Mulan in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also there's like Easter eggs, and I think that's what I'm kind of looking forward to. There's gonna be Easter eggs all over the place. Jess and
Oh.
I were going through the MCU timeline, and we saw Iron Man, and I remember the Easter egg of Captain America's shield there.
Mm-hmm.
And Captain America's shield actually came out with Agent Coulson. Like, what is this doing here? He's like, oh yeah, that's perfect, and like, let's put it right here.
Yeah. I mean, in Spider-Man, Homecoming, when he's transferring, he's like, he goes, oh, it's Captain America's new shield on there. Is Thor's magic belt on there? And he was like, he just threw out two random things. They're like, oh, when are they gonna get that? Type of stuff.
Right.
But talking about a really cool Easter egg, somebody found in the trailer for Toy Story 4, the new one, where Bonnie, which is the new girl, she's at the school, and over her shoulder in the background, it's a little blurry, but you can see it. It's Boo from Monsters Inc.
No way.
You see the pigtails, and you see the purple pinkish shirt, and yeah, they're like, oh, here's a little Easter egg for you that Bonnie and Boo go to the same daycare or kindergarten or whatever it is.
Yeah, wasn't there, or maybe it was just a hint, or just a fan base thing. But wasn't there? They were supposed to make Monsters Inc. 2, where Boo's all grown up, and then they end up finding her again or something.
I don't know. That would be pretty awesome.
I would like that.
Yeah.
Man, Toy Story 4 Easter eggs.
Yeah, somebody saw that in the trailer. I was like, what? Like, that's a little crazy. Even oh man, in one of the other movie was that? I can't remember. Was it Incredibles? No, it was Ralph Breaks the Internet, I believe. There was baby Moana was in the car seat, like, but that was the same baby or something crazy like that. Yeah, they use the same characters a lot.
Oh yeah, and that's what I like. It's the Easter eggs that makes me hunt. I accidentally found Scar on Hercules one time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you ever noticed that, but the Scar comes out of there. Hercules has him. He's rocking him.
I didn't know that.
I'm like, wait, that looks like Scar. And sure enough, I looked it up, and yep, there was.
There, I sent you the picture on Facebook.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I think we want to finish up right here.
Oh yeah, let's finish up. Oh yeah, look at that. It is blurry. Is that actually Boo, or like a stuffed animal Boo?
It looks like a little girl. It looks like a kid, because you see other kids in the back too. So it looks and pigtails and all that stuff. But Pixar's really good at doing stuff like that. Like, really, really good. Like hiding stuff in background. Awesome. They do a lot of Totoro too. Like if you want to watch like a good movie with Bella, My Neighbor Totoro is amazing. Oh, it's such a good movie, man. It doesn't have like it's two little girls and their imagination while like their mom has cancer. And it's really good. It's a Japanese. It's a like an anime kind of thing. It's not like an anime how you think, like with the eyes pop out and like ooh, like all stupid like that. Like it's a very well done. And the guy who always does all the Pixar movies, he's a big fan of that director. So you always see a Totoro in all the Toy Story movies. When you first meet Bonnie in her room, there's a Totoro. Like it's and it's such a good movie, man. If you ever want to watch like a good movie with her, and she'll probably be good with it because it has the music and it has like the visual effects of it and stuff like that. It's really, it's one of my favorite like cartoon movies. Most of his stuff is like Howl's Moving Castle, My Neighbor Totoro, Spirited Away, which won Oscars. Like those are just amazing movies. So
That's awesome.
Watch some good movies with Bella
Totoro.
and
My neighbor Totoro. Okay. Yeah. Thank you,
really
man.
fun.
I appreciate that.
Really
I appreciate that a lot.
Fun movie. And 100% kid safe. You know, you're not gonna have like, you know, dirty jokes, you know, in the background, like, oh, that's the dirty joke for the family, for the adults.
Oh, that's funny.
They really don't do that. You know.
Yeah. Like in Frozen.
Yeah, like in any freaking
any other movie, right? Yeah. Frozen, I really caught. It's like, what size is the feet? And then she says, well, feet don't matter. Yeah. The size doesn't matter. I'm like, gotcha. But yeah, man, I mean, that's awesome. Like, I found out right now she likes Incredible Hulk. She was watching it.
Really?
Yeah, she wanted to see it again. We're like, no, it's night time. We gotta go to sleep.
She's gonna have her like hulking out in her sleep.
Yes.
Like in the bed.
Right.
Like, what the?
Yeah, if I see a bottle charging at my head, I know I gotta be careful. But man, yeah, I think that's about it. Sorry for the disconnection. I blame Disney.
Yeah.
That or El Nino, one or the other. But mainly Disney, because I think we were talking crap and they're like, we got
Not today.
Not today.
We're watching Facebook and Twitch.
They're watching our podcast.
Which I think Amazon owns Twitch, so they're good from Disney. But yeah, this one kind of like randomly talking, which we haven't done in a while. We always try to stay on script.
Yeah.
And neither of us are in a rush like to like, all right, we have to be done by this time.
No. not really.
You know, we're going on for an hour and a half already.
Well, yeah, minus the disconnection.
Minus the disconnect and minus the 20 minutes of the intro as we were getting ready.
And again, news: LeBron James is out of the playoffs.
Yeah. And I saw the Hawks. All right, hold on. Let's finish this one. We can keep talking if you want.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Live. All right.
Yes.
So yeah, quick reminder to everybody: we are still doing the MCU surprise prize giveaway. So you can give us a call at 872-225-2404. Leave us your name and your favorite MCU moment.
A goodie.
Yeah. And and then you get the goodie, like Fredo said. So 872-225-2404. Call and leave us a message. But that is it for episode 20. Thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, you can check us out on all social media platforms at Did We Just Become Best Friends Podcast or DWJBBF Podcast. And don't forget to hit that follow button, that subscription button, those bell notifications, and everything. All those thumbs ups and all that good stuff for us. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Yep, we got 4 more weeks before the contest ends, so let's make every phone call count. Yes. So give us a call. First 10 people to call, you get entered in. So then you only have I don't know, 1 out of 10% chance to win. That's not really percentage. You have 10% chance to win. But yeah, call 872-225-2404. Yes. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye. Bye.